In the heart of North Canterbury, New Zealand, a seemingly innocuous event took a dark turn, igniting a firestorm of controversy. A local hunting competition, initially aimed at controlling the wild pig population, expanded to include another target: feral cats. The event, organized by a group of farmers, quickly became a lightning rod for criticism, drawing ire from animal rights activists and concerned citizens alike. At the heart of the controversy lay a deeply unsettling question: does the threat posed by feral cats justify a sanctioned culling? The competition, which unfolded against the backdrop of New Zealand's picturesque countryside, saw participants utilizing box traps to capture feral cats. These traps, strategically placed away from residential areas to minimize the risk of ensnaring domesticated pets, became instruments of a contentious practice. The captured cats, deemed a menace to the delicate balance of the ecosystem, were subsequently euthanized. This stark reality, the methodical elimination of a species often perceived as both beloved companions and cunning predators, propelled the event into the harsh glare of public scrutiny. To understand the motivations behind the cat culling, one must first delve into the complex relationship between farmers and the feral cats that roam their lands. For generations, farmers have viewed these felines as a tangible threat to their livelihood, a nuisance that disrupts their agricultural operations. Feral cats often prey on livestock, particularly vulnerable young animals like lambs. This predation translates into economic losses for farmers, who rely on their flocks for income. Beyond livestock, feral cats threaten the delicate ecosystem farmers depend on. New Zealand faces challenges in preserving its unique biodiversity. Feral cats, introduced by European settlers, have adapted well, often at the expense of native species. These felines have been implicated in the decline of various ground-dwelling birds, reptiles, and insects. While the ecological and economic arguments for controlling feral cat populations hold weight, the methods employed in the North Canterbury competition ignited a firestorm of ethical concerns. Animal rights activists decried the culling as a barbaric practice, arguing it inflicted unnecessary suffering. The use of box traps, while intended to be humane, raised concerns about prolonged distress and injury. Adding fuel to the fire was the unsettling involvement of children in some aspects of the competition. Images surfaced depicting young participants with carcasses, raising questions about desensitization to violence. Critics argued that exposing children to such practices normalized taking life, potentially fostering a lack of empathy. The North Canterbury cat culling competition, thrust into the national spotlight, ignited a fierce debate about the ethics of feral cat management and the broader responsibilities of humans towards the natural world. Public outcry, fueled by graphic images and impassioned pleas from animal rights groups, forced New Zealanders to confront uncomfortable truths about their relationship with the creatures they share their land with. The controversy sparked a wave of online petitions, protests, and heated discussions, reflecting a deep societal divide over the most humane and effective approach to addressing the challenges posed by feral cats. At the heart of the debate lay a fundamental question: how can we balance the need to protect vulnerable native species and support agricultural livelihoods while upholding the ethical treatment of animals? The North Canterbury competition exposed the limitations of current approaches, highlighting the need for innovative solutions that prioritize both ecological integrity and animal welfare. Some advocated for trap-neuter release programs, arguing that these methods offered a more humane alternative to culling. Others called for stricter regulations on pet ownership, emphasizing the importance of responsible pet care and preventing the proliferation of feral cat populations.